Have you ever dreamed of exploring endless worlds, from deep jungles to neon cities, from ancient ruins to futuristic lands, all right in your hands? Well, today's your lucky day. These are the top 15 best open-world games for mobile, where freedom has no limits and adventure is just one tap away. So get ready, your journey begins now. Genshin Impact is a free-to-play, role-playing title that has a large, fantasy-themed world. In it, you can explore while battling and using elemental magic to keep your character up to date on the latest ways to destroy people in your path. This world has 7 nations, which are each tied to an element and ruled by a god. There is a bit of a story to keep things interesting, and the world within it is stunning. So, to put it simply, there is plenty to look at, making it the first choice of our best open-world games for Android. Frostborn is a survival title with ARPG elements, having you create a character, pick out a class, and then start completing missions to level up your character. Along with these missions, however, you will need to explore the world to gather resources and upgrade your base, to keep you and your friends safe from the enemies that are attacking it. Frostborn is an online title, so you can team up with other players for a better chance of survival. You've got a beautiful open world to explore, a lot of tasks to keep you busy at all times, and more than enough items to craft, build, and expand your shelter with. Oceanhorn is a cartoony-looking game full of cheerful colors and adorable plants. There is so much detail in the environment. It's just so fun to explore. You will be searching for loot around the world, killing enemies when they crop up, and searching for your father who has seemingly disappeared. There are tons of puzzles and secrets in this one too. Minecraft is one of the biggest Android open-world games out there, still charting each and every month. If you don't know about Minecraft, it's a world of cubes, which you can mine, build, craft into other materials and more. It has mobs that can be attacked and destroyed, as well as loads of different types of villages and structures that can spawn in the world, waiting to be discovered. Goat Simulator is a wacky, funny title where you play as a goat who is into causing chaos. You can explore a world much like the one you live in, whilst playing as a goat who headbutts everything, gaining points for the sheer amount of destruction you cause. It is littered with bugs, is not realistic at all, and instead is just something funny to play around with. Sky, Children of Light is a beautiful adventure title about spreading hope to a kingdom that has seen all of its stars fall from the sky. It is full of mystery, even in the way players interact with each other, as nobody can talk and instead need to communicate through movements and animations, trying to understand the world around them and bring stars back to the sky. It's a wholesome title, with amazing-looking graphics that leaves you with an unshakable feeling of accomplishment. One of those open-world games that you get good vibes from the moment you set foot into its universe. Many players are familiar with Eve, the space-exploring RPG, where you can pilot about the galaxy and explore the unthinkable. Eve Echoes is the mobile equivalent of that, featuring the same stunning space graphics and the countless star systems we've all been accustomed to from Eve. Terraria is a pixelated 2D adventure game where you can fight enemies that come out at night, dig into the bottom of the world to find new resources, explore the world and build up your own base and defenses. There is a lot to do, and the creatures you will face off against are strange and sometimes quite interesting to watch. Terraria is more fun with friends to help you stay alive. Terraria is a favorite of many, and when you take all of the above-mentioned aspects into account, it's easy to see why. Black Desert has been played by more than 40 million people so far, and even if I closed it off now, that info alone should be enough to give it a go. It's a classic MMORPG with beautiful graphics that you can play for years, as new content is being added all the time. The story isn't something to write home about, it's pretty standard, and we won't spoil any of it for you. It's the gameplay that will keep you playing, honestly. If exploring an open world is your thing, there are plenty of opportunities. You can trade, enjoy fishing, or just gather plants and stuff. If you love titles with amazing graphic style and a dedicated player base, you might want to check out Crystal of Atlan. This stunning MMO combines fantastic combat with roleplay elements, and the amalgam of those can keep you busy for days in a row. I really have to say that combat is one of the best I've seen in mobile MMOs. It feels like you're playing an ironed-out version of a PC game that's been out for years. Note, however, that it's quite colorful and flashy, and although these effects make it interesting to new players, you love survival games and virus-infested post-apocalyptic zombie-style titles. Yeah, that's a mouthful. This one will shake you in your boots. It's a great-looking adventure survival where you can build your own shelter, interact with other real-life players, cook food, and do everything within your power to stay alive. LifeAfter receives constant updates and has a dedicated player base, but you will find it quite easy to get into. Make sure you give it a try. It's fun, intense, and features massive open-world opportunities. Crashlands is an adventure RPG where you will find yourself stranded on a planet looking to find packages that you have promised to deliver. In this world, you will need to explore, build bases, tame the wildlife found there, as well as craft various items that can make your job and survival much easier. This one is essentially pretty similar to Genshin Impact from a visual standpoint. The Legend of Neverland is an open-world game where players have to change the world turned evil back to the way it used to be. A wonderful paradise. Perfect World Mobile has been around for a pretty long time and has gathered a pretty solid player base as well. The ancient Chinese-inspired lore is a beautiful one, and the characters reflect that to a T. A lot of attention to detail went into creating it, and the visuals and narrative elevate it to the next level. As for the gameplay, there's always something to do. In-game events, dungeons, boss battles, and PvP are just a few of the most famous features. Diablo Immortal is a long-awaited ARPG from Blizzard. After its fair share of backlash and comments, it amassed massive success. It is not exactly the open-world game you imagined, but it features a pretty massive world to explore, just like most RPGs out there. Diablo Immortal is divided by seasons, and that makes it truly comfortable to start at any point in time. Similar to several other RPGs on our list, Ablion Online has a more classical approach in terms of visuals, offering players a traditional open-world experience. If you want a more classical RPG, then you've got a great choice in Albion Online. It's one of those games that will give you all the typical RPG quests and features, as well as plenty of in-game events to keep you busy. And that's our list. 15 breathtaking open-world games you can explore anytime, anywhere. Which one will you dive into first? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell because we've got more epic mobile adventures waiting for you. Until next time, traveler, keep exploring.